We've heard some pretty crazy claims about climate change before. A volcano that farts methane, an iceberg that ate a cruise ship, and pineapple-sized hail. But when it comes to answering one of humanity's most pressing questions, how exactly is the United Kingdom searching for answers? That's what we'll investigate today. The UK's vast network of highly sophisticated instruments and research stations around the globe are on the front line of this fight. And they have been since long before climate change became part of our everyday conversation. The UK's world-leading polar research program in Antarctica, for instance, has been running for over 60 years. There's also a lot going on beneath the waves. In fact, according to a report by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, rising sea levels caused by melting glaciers and ice sheets are likely to continue for at least the next 300 years, even if global warming is limited to 1.5 degrees. So it's important that we know how the oceans will respond to these changes. To that end, the UK is home to a fleet of cutting-edge ships and submarines that are constantly exploring the seas and collecting data on everything from temperature and salinity to oxygen levels and the types of plankton floating past. It's all stored in a vast national archive known as the National Oceanographic Center. This incredible resource is freely available for scientists around the world who need it for their research. But it's not just about the oceans. The UK is also home to some of the most advanced weather forecasting and climate modeling technology in the world. In addition to monitoring the weather here at home, these systems are used to track changes in temperature, precipitation, and other key variables around the world. They're also used to project future changes in the climate under different scenarios. One example is the Met Office Hadley Centre, which is responsible for producing the UK's National Climate Assessment. So now let us take a deep dive into 3 ways the United Kingdom is actively searching for answers related to climate change. We'll start with the Arctic and work our way down to the depths of the ocean. The first way the United Kingdom is searching for answers is by drilling into the Earth's surface. This might sound like a strange way to find out about climate change, but it's actually one of the best ways to do it. That's because the Earth's surface contains a wealth of information about the planet's past, including its climate history. By drilling into the Earth and extracting samples of rock and soil called cores, scientists can analyze the composition of those materials to learn about past climates. For example, they can look at the ratio of different isotopes of oxygen in the water that is trapped in ancient ice cores to get a sense of how cold it was when the ice formed. They can also study pollen and other organic matter in soil cores to learn about changes in vegetation over time. These kinds of data are invaluable for understanding how the climate has changed in the past and for projecting how it might change in the future. One place where the UK is doing this kind of research is in northwest Greenland, where a team of scientists recently drilled a hole nearly 3 kilometers deep through the ice sheet. The UK is also involved in another project called the International Thwaites Glacier Program, or ITGP, which aims to study the Thwaites Glacier in West Antarctica, often referred to as the Doomsday Glacier due to its potential to raise sea levels by several meters if it melts completely. Scientists are working hard to better understand the Thwaites Glacier and its contribution to rising sea levels. As part of the ITGP, researchers will drill more than 1,000 meters deep into the ice sheet to collect data on its stability and behavior. The UK's contribution to the ITGP is being led by the British Antarctic Survey, which will use a range of equipment, including hot water drills, to reach the uncharted territory beneath the glacier. Despite the harsh conditions and challenging terrain, researchers are excited to get started on this critical work, which will help us better understand the impacts of climate change on our planet. Another exciting development in the search for answers is the launch of the European Space Agency JUICE mission to explore Jupiter's moon Europa. While this might seem like a far cry from Earth's more immediate concerns, the exploration of Europa could provide valuable insights into the potential for life elsewhere in the universe and the origins of water on Earth. AC, Europa is believed to have a vast ocean beneath its icy surface, making it a prime candidate for hosting life. ESA's JUICE mission will study the moon's atmosphere, surface and subsurface ocean to search for signs of life and determine whether it could have been a source of Earth's water. The mission is scheduled to launch in April 2023 and reach Europa in July 2030. Okay. So now let's move on to the second way the United Kingdom is searching for answers. We're diving into the ocean depths to uncover more about the amazing marine creatures that live there. We've already mentioned the National Oceanographic Center, but now let's dive a little deeper into the technology and by the natural environment. Research Council's National Center for 3D Marine Mapping, which is based at GEBCO, the General Bathymetric Chart of the Ocean Foundation. This center uses cutting-edge sonar technology to create detailed 3D maps of the ocean floor. These maps are then used to study a wide range of marine processes, including ocean circulation, sediment transport, and the distribution of marine species. For example, by mapping the ocean floor, scientists can track how sediments move through the water column and eventually settle to the bottom, forming layers of mud that contain records of past climates. By studying these layers, researchers can learn about changes in the climate over time and how those changes affected the marine environment. Additionally, by mapping the ocean floor, scientists can identify areas that are particularly rich in marine life, and then use that information to develop conservation plans to protect those areas. One of the most exciting recent developments in this field is the discovery of a new species of deep-sea fish off the coast of Namibia. This is just one example of the many amazing creatures that are being discovered thanks to the work of an ERC and its partners. Now, let's move on to the third way the United Kingdom is searching for answers, by firing lasers into space. Okay, maybe not quite that simple, but it's close. You see, the UK is home to some of the most advanced laser facilities in the world, and these lasers are being used to study a wide range of topics from medicine to energy. But one area where they're having a major impact is in the field of climate science. For example, researchers are using high-powered lasers to study the properties of clouds, which play a major role in regulating the Earth's climate. By shining a laser on clouds, scientists can measure the amount of water vapor and aerosols present, which affects how well the clouds reflect sunlight back into space. They're also using lasers to study the properties of ice crystals in clouds, which can help predict things like rainfall and snowfall. In addition, lasers are being used to study the interaction between clouds and the Earth's surface, which can help improve our understanding of how clouds affect a local climate. One of the most exciting developments in this field is the recent construction of the world's largest high-powered laser at the Rutherford Appleton Laboratory in Oxfordshire. The facility, known as the Central Laser Facility, is equipped with 4 lasers that can be used to study a wide range of topics in climate science. The lasers can be focused into beams of light that are just a few atoms wide, allowing researchers to make extremely precise measurements. The facility is expected to be a hub of activity for researchers, studying everything from clouds to climate models to the effects of pollution on the atmosphere. So there you have it. Just a small sampling of the incredible work that's being done in the United Kingdom to search for answers related to climate change. From drilling into the Earth's surface to diving into the ocean depths to firing lasers into space, UK scientists and researchers are on the cutting edge of this critical field, and their work is helping to keep tabs on our planet's delicate balance, ensuring we can continue to enjoy its beauty for generations to come.